Hello again and welcome to TVC News. We're still monitoring developments on the by-election ongoing in 16 constituencies in 12 states of the country. Voting is underway in Chikun Kajuru Federal Constituency as well as in Basawa and Sabongeri State constituencies of Kaduna State. Well, visits to some polling units such as PU002 at LEA Primary School, Nare in Chikun local government area show a largely smooth process. The polling unit with a voter capacity of 1,104 has so far recorded a very low turnout. It was also gathered that voting is oddly in parts of Zaria, KYA under tight security measures, including movement restrictions enforced by the police in Kaduna State across Sabongeri, Zaria, Chikun and Kajuru local government areas to maintain the peace.
The electorate they should continue to come out in mass to vote. It is their right, fundamental human right, enshrined by the Constitution and the Electoral Act. So I believe it's a time for them to come out and elect person of their choice to present their Federal House of Representatives.
Seamless. The truth is there is no queue. As soon as you come, they attend to you. Just show them your card. You check the register. If your name is there, they just give you the ballot paper. You go to the booth. You do it and you put it in the box. That's just it. Everything was smooth.
Thank God. You can see the people are very peaceful. I think democracy has come of age. If we realize that we are all brothers, so there is no need for any rancorous situation. People are peaceful, they are calm. We are expecting the turnout to increase, but for now, I'm not really impressed.
Well, let's get more updates from our correspondent in Kaduna State, Lope Asom, to tell us more about the voting process there. Hello, Lope. So earlier in the day, you reported a largely smooth process, a largely peaceful one too, but with low turnout. How are things looking out now?
Well, good afternoon. We'd like to let our viewers know that the process has been smooth so far, just as you said, but the turnout is very low. We came here and we saw people walking in to cast their ballots, and in no time they were just able to walk in and pass their ballot. Of course, security is very tight. Along major roads, security personnel have been deployed. But something we noticed was that people didn't come out en masse to cast their ballots. This particular polling unit, PU002 in Narai, in local government area, it has a voter capacity of 1,104. But from what we have seen, we found less than 100 people coming out to cast their ballots so far. But from reports we got in Zaria, Basawa constituency in Zaria, is that the whole process has been peaceful so far. People have commended the Independent National Electoral Commission officials for coming out quite early to bring out election materials, stopping the BVAS machines. We've not heard any reports of failure of the BVAS machine. Election materials arrived quite early at polling units. But what we observed was that the officials of the INEC came early and they just had to sit and wait for people who were coming in single digits, 1, 2, to just cast their ballot. But the security situation is quite calm. We just had an instance earlier where the security operatives reported that they arrested a member of the People's Democratic Party with 30 million naira cash. According to them, after preliminary investigations, they said the money was meant for vote buying, but later the PDP came up to own up and say, look, this person who was arrested was actually our member, but that the money was not meant for vote buying. According to them, the money was meant to be given to their agents across units. But the police have also confirmed that the person who was arrested is currently in their custody. And I think further investigations are going to be carried out. But the situation in Kaduna is quite calm. People are going about their normal businesses. They have casted their ballot. The situation is calm, and I don't think the process is going to take very long before it ends. But the situation is calm, and people are coming out to cast their ballot. But the turnout is quite low.
Right. So you say the reports of the arrest is an isolated one amidst the largely peaceful nature of the election there, but still talking about the low turnout. What reasons can be adduced to this development?
Well, of course, it's quite cloudy. If you can see, the weather is quite cloudy. It looks like it's going to rain, and people seem to a large extent to be uninterested in the voting process. So we just recorded a very low turnout. Although all party agents are on ground, so it doesn't look like any group were marginalized it doesn't look like any attempt by anyone to disenfranchise anyone. It just looks like a personal decision that some of the people made. I think a lot of them, to a large extent, are not quite bothered whether elections are actually going on. But those who have indicated their interest to come out to vote, the process has been smooth. They have been supported by security operatives who are ensuring that the process is seamless and is smooth, and people don't have to queue for long before they cast their ballot. So the process is actually smooth. It seems to be as a result of very, very personal decisions by residents of the state.
Right. So with Kaduna also holding by-election to fill vacant seats across federal and state legislatures, tell us the peculiarities of, the needs of the average Kaduna resident, especially those people in the areas where the voting is ongoing, as to what their expectations are for the new representatives when they emerge.
Well, of course, some of these areas where this voting is taking place, you find the urban poor. They are the urban poor, the urban less privileged, and just recently we saw the governor flag off road constructions in some of these locations, because the people are actually, they're classified among the urban poor. They are in need of electricity, they are in need of good roads, they are in need of schools, they are in need of health facilities. Of course, these are things that the state government is already doing, but they need a federal representative member who would also carry their concerns to the federal level. So that is it. They had a federal representative member, Ekene Adams, who died at the age of 39 last year. And that gave room for the need for a by-election to get another member who will fill that role. So these are the peculiar challenges of these people. But of course, the state government has made very, very frantic efforts. Primary healthcare centers within this area have been refurbished, rebuilt, and roads have been flagged off to be reconstructed. So of course, the government have made this effort to carry these people along, but right, there is that void, a need for federal representation, and that's why they are coming out today to cast their votes.
Right, that would be a fine place to stop. Lupa Assam, senior reporter at TVC News, reporting live from Kaduna State. Thanks a lot for the updates. We'll check back with you for more.